Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's iVibes Crochet here, and it's been a while since I made a video. I've been down sick and started to feel a bit better, so I said let me come on here and make a video. Still coughing quite a lot, but I'll get through it. So in this video, in the last video I made, I mentioned that I was gonna share with you all a basic bucket hat tutorial, which I still plan to do, but I thought it could be helpful for me to come on and share some tips on how you could teach yourself to crochet, which is basically what I did, so that if you're thinking of picking up this hobby or this craft just for personal reasons, or if you want to turn it into a little business. I know that a couple of people have been successful at that. Still trying to, you know, figure things out on that end. I don't know if it's something that's viable for me right now, but some people have managed to turn crocheting into a very successful business, so it is possible if you have the time. Right now I have a store on Etsy and on TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop has been very successful. There are certain things that do well on Etsy, like patterns, and I've written a couple of patterns. Well, not a couple, 2 patterns, and those have been doing very well, including my ruffle hats, but that's neither here or there. In this video, we're just going to talk about how you can learn to crochet. So I have been crocheting since January of 2024, and I started, my first project was a ruffle hat. I'll post a picture of it so you see what it looks like. I'll even try to find a clip of the first ruffle hat I made because it didn't come out so good. And I ended up frogging it recently to reuse the yarn because I didn't want it to go to waste. So yeah, that's what I started with. I started with a ruffle hat, which I don't think is basic at all. But that's how I learned. So my mom, well, to preface, I'm Jamaican, and my mom came to visit me over Christmas, and she crochets, and she started by teaching me to crochet, like the basic stitches. So she taught me how to do a chain, and how to crochet in a round, but then she had to go back home, so I wanted to keep learning. So the first thing I did was buy a pattern. And then once I had the pattern, I had no idea how to read it, because crocheting uses its own language. You have to learn the stitches, you have to learn the abbreviations, you have to figure out, you know, what's a double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, all of that. So, and then it gets more complicated when you're doing double crochet 2 together, you're decreasing, you're increasing, all of that. So what I did was, after I bought the pattern and couldn't read it, I decided to YouTube the stitches, and a very good channel popped up. I think it was the Wobbles. They make yarn and the little crochet kits, also the Wobbles kits. So I watched their video to learn how to do the stitches, like double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. I watched their video on how to do a magic circle, which is very hard to do, and I think a lot of people struggle with magic circle as well, but I've become a pro at it. I basically YouTube every single instruction in the pattern. So I feel like I can give some advice on how to make it easier for yourself, because that was pretty hard. I dived in because that's how I learned best. I need a project, I need something to do, I need it all to come together. But what I would suggest for you is to, one, learn the basic stitches. Like, find a channel like Wobbles, whatever it's called. I keep pronouncing it wrong, but I'll link it in the description. Even if you just go to YouTube University, or even if you just go to YouTube and search how to double crochet, there's going to be a ton of tutorials that pop up. That's why I love YouTube University. So first advice I would give is well, before you do that, you're probably going to need some materials. So number one is to gather your materials. Get some yarn. I think the easiest yarn I found to work with when you're starting out is acrylic yarn. That's the size 4 yarn, and one of the brands that I found to be more affordable and easy to work with was Red Heart. Hobby Lobby also has a lot of really affordable acrylic yarn as well. So get a skein in a color that you like. I went for the big 400 yard skeins, like this one, because you can make so many things with a lot of yarn, and sometimes you don't know how much yarn it's going to take for a project. So if you get a big skein like this, then you're probably covered. So gather your supplies, get some yarn, I would suggest getting a kit, like a needle kit, a kit that includes a variety of hooks, some stitch markers, some yarn needles. The kit that I purchased originally had all of those things, plus it had like a needle sizer for you to figure out what size your needles are, because sometimes the numbers rub off. So that would be my suggestion. If you're getting a kit, it's going to have everything you need in it, so you don't have to go out and buy one thing at a time. So, and that's basically what you'll need. You'll also need some scissors to cut the yarn, and what else? I would say that's it. Yarn, crochet hooks, a stitch marker, scissors, and a yarn needle to weave in your ends. I feel like those are the basic supplies. And places that I found affordable yarn, I'm a Joann's girl. That's where I initially purchased all my yarn, but Michael's has a good selection. Hobby Lobby has a great selection and it's very affordable. When they're doing their 30% off, you can often get yarn for like $3.80. Some of the balls are smaller, but they do have the big balls like these for like $10. Walmart is a really good resource for yarn as well. And you could shop online and pick up in the store, or go in and look at the colors or whatever the case may be. But Walmart usually has a good selection of yarn and craft supplies as well. All right, so number one, gather your supplies. Number two is watch a channel like the Woobles or Wobbles. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that. Watch a channel like the Woobles or Wobbles to learn the basics. So depending on what you're making, so for example, one of the first project I made was the ruffle hat. It started off with a magic circle, which it honestly took me a while to figure out. When I finished making the hat, I had a huge hole at the top because I didn't do the magic circle properly. That takes some time, or at least it took me some time to figure out how to do it. But once you have it down, that magic circle is the key to making your hats look amazing. There are other ways to start crocheting in the round, but I find the magic circle to be chef's kiss. So learn how to do the basics. So magic circle, learn the different crochet stitches. Some of the basic ones that I use are half double crochet, double crochet, single crochet is very popular. I feel like that is the easiest one to do. You're gonna want to watch videos on how to, and this probably gets to be a little bit more advanced, but like how to change color and all that stuff. So go to YouTube University, which is what I did. I went to YouTube University and I YouTube all the stitches to learn how to do them, and just practiced and then started making my hat. So my suggestion is to go to YouTube and learn the basic stitches, half double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, learn how to make a magic circle. Follow channels like the Woobles channels that give great tutorials. But if you go to YouTube and you type in how to do a double crochet, then a lot of channels will pop up, a lot of tutorials will pop up. There's a lot of free information on YouTube and really great information on YouTube. So use YouTube as a tool for you to learn how to do pretty much everything. I think I used that's basically what I did. If there's something that I'm working on that I don't know how to do it, I go to YouTube, and 9 out of 10 there is a tutorial there. So after you get your supplies, go to YouTube, figure out how to use them and how to create the basic stitches. Number 3, and I did this backwards. For me, I got my supplies, I decided I want to make a hat, and so I bought a pattern, couldn't read it, and then went to YouTube to figure out how to read it. So after you get your supplies and go to YouTube to learn the basics, number 3, I would suggest you get some practice. I would start off with like a basic pattern, like the bucket hat pattern I'm going to share with you. But some of the really easy basic patterns are like a coaster or a dish rag or like a beanie, something, or a scarf. Scarves are really easy to make because you're pretty much making a long chain and doing the same stitches up and down the chain. So, same for a dish rag, you're making the chain, doing the same stitches up and down. Hats I find easy too, even though you're starting with something a little difficult like a magic circle for the bucket hats, but you're doing the same stitches all throughout. You don't really change up too much. For me, some of the most complicated patterns were like a granny square. What else did I make? That I'm making a granny stitch cardigan right now. Starting was a little intense for me, but once I got the hang of it, it started to feel easy. Honestly, crocheting is not that hard. It's one of those things that you get better at the more you practice. So things may start off hard, but the more you practice, the more you learn how to do what you're doing, the better you get at it. So after you get your supplies and go to YouTube to learn the stitches, find a easy beginner pattern. There are also lots of free patterns here on YouTube. I actually ended up purchasing my pattern from Etsy because ruffle hats were really popular at the time. Couldn't find a free tutorial, and also I'm someone that I'm a visual person. You know, I can watch somebody make it, I can follow their directions, but if I'm constantly rewinding, I'm gonna get annoyed. So for me, having a PDF pattern is a lot easier, but you don't have to buy one. There are lots of free patterns here on YouTube, and people have blogs where they have the free PDFs for you. So again, just like how you search how to do the stitches, you can search free beginner friendly patterns on YouTube, and a lot of different videos will come up. And the great thing about YouTube too is that, or searching for free patterns on YouTube instead of buying one, is that it comes with a tutorial. So the person is showing you how to do it. So what better way to learn? And number 4 is just keep practicing. Try different things. The first project I made didn't come out the best. The second project, I'll post a video to it too, it didn't come out the best. I kept having to do it over, and I would basically search my errors online. So if I noticed that my hats were lopsided or the stitches were sloped or whatever, I would YouTube it, and then there would be advice on how to get my hats to fall in line or something like that. And the more I did that, the better I got. My most recent project, which took me forever, is this, what is this called? Bluey plushie. It took me hours to make. This is the biggest plushie I've made. The pattern was very complicated, but I'm just showing you to show you that when I started, I couldn't have imagined making something this complicated and having it come out this good. So you know what I mean? Like, it just takes practice. And I get so many compliments on my work. People actually buy my work, which is crazy. And it's only been a year since I started. So if I can do it, you can do it. There's tons of free game online, specifically on YouTube. So if you want to learn how to crochet, just follow these 4 steps and pretty soon you'll be on your way to making projects like these. Okay, so that's it. It's pretty easy. Like, this was learning to crochet for me was a very easy process, and I'm sure it can be for you. You just have to find the right information. So number 1 is gather your supplies. Number 2 is learn the stitches, learn the basics. There's number 3, go to YouTube University. Number 4 is practice, practice, practice. Number 3 was find some patterns on YouTube University. But number 4 is practice, practice, practice. And also join groups. Like, there are tons of crochet groups on Facebook. People are generally very helpful. So if you have questions, you feel like things aren't going right, there's no one else you can ask, join a Facebook group. People are always very helpful and willing to answer your questions. So you can also follow my channel. I post tutorials when I have time and show my crochet process. And if you're crocheting and have questions, you can always ask me. So all right, that's it for today. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.